Today, we're going to learn the first part of how to use our stop motion animation center. First, let me show you an example of what our stop motions could look like. If making something like that video interests you, this is what you need to do first. You need to fill out a stop motion storyboard. That is this sheet of paper right here. You can see that there are 3 different parts: an intro, a middle, and an end. You need to draw pictures or write words inside of each of these boxes describing the story that you are going to tell in your video. For me, I'm going to tell a story of a seed turning into a flower. You notice that my pictures are really simple. I'm just drawing a seed going into the ground and some sun, because I realized I'm going to make the sun and the rain an important part of this story. It's important to keep your story pretty simple. Making a stop motion video takes a lot of time. The video that I just showed you will take you the whole class period to make, and that was only 9 seconds long. So your story really needs to be about a 10-second story. So as you can see, my story is just simply about the seed getting sun, getting rain, growing some roots, and slowly growing into a flower. You also need to think about what materials you're going to use to make your stop motion video, because once you get your camera, you're not going to have a ton of time to make or think about the other parts. You need to be ready to go right away. So I decided that I'm going to need a seed and a sun and a rain cloud. And right now I'm deciding what I'm going to make those out of. So I'm going to make some of my props out of paper. So my sun, my clouds are going to be with paper. And then my seed and my flower, I'm going to use some modeling clay. And the last thing I need to think about is my background. I need to either draw or collage on a piece of paper to put underneath my stop motion for the background. So I definitely want a sky and a ground, and I'm just kind of drawing that out here. After I have that figured out, I'm going to start making my props and my background. It's important to be ready to go on the day I get my camera, so I want to have these done ahead of time. After you have all your props and stuff that you need to make out of paper done, you can put them in a safe place and save them for the next class period. Make sure you give your finished storyboard sheet to Ms. Schaefer so you can reserve your spot for the iPad in a future class period.